Welcome back everyone to your favorite YouTube channel JF Coin, where we bring you the most exciting discoveries from the world of rare coins, old currencies, and hidden treasures waiting right in your pocket. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the story of a coin that many of you might have seen, held, or even ignored without realizing its hidden fortune, the 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard it right. The 1967 Lincoln or Liberty 1-cent coin may look ordinary at first glance, but some rare pieces from this year have shocked collectors around the world. With certain varieties selling for incredible amounts, some even valued as high as $779,335, this tiny piece of copper could turn into a massive payday if you know what to look for. So stay tuned, because in this video, we will uncover the complete history, design details, hidden minting secrets, and the exact reasons why some of these coins are worth a life-changing amount of money. The year was 1967. America was in the middle of great social and cultural changes. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of 1-cent coins, commonly known as the Lincoln cents or Liberty 1 cents, to meet the high demand of the economy. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But what makes the 1967 issue so fascinating is that it came right after the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all coins between 1965 and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding. That's right, there were no mint marks on the 1967 pennies, which means every single one looks the same at first glance. But as we coin lovers know, small details can make a big difference. The obverse, or front side, features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. You can see the word Liberty to the left, the date 1967 to the right, and the motto "In God We Trust" above his head. The reverse side carries the famous Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Casparo, with the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum above it and 1 cent below. Now, you might be wondering, if all of them look the same, what makes certain 1967 Liberty 1 cents so valuable? Well, this is where the fun begins. Certain error coins and special varieties are worth huge amounts of money. Some 1967 pennies were struck on the wrong metal planchets, for example, coins mistakenly struck on dime or foreign planchets, resulting in lighter weights or different colors. Others show rare double die errors, where the letters or numbers appear doubled under magnification, especially on the words Liberty or the date 1967. Collectors hunt for these errors like gold, and depending on the sharpness and clarity of the doubling, these coins can bring thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in auctions. One such discovery made headlines when a pristine 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin with strong doubling and exceptional red color was sold for over $779,000. That's right, a single penny, worth less than a cent at face value, turned into a jackpot for its lucky owner. And it's not just about errors. Condition plays a massive role too. Most coins from circulation show heavy wear and scratches, but if you happen to find one in mint state condition, bright, shiny, with no wear, especially graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, you're looking at serious money. High-grade coins can easily sell for thousands of dollars. Even proof-like or satin finish 1967 cents, if preserved well, are highly sought after by numismatists. These coins were never meant for circulation and often come from special mint sets, giving them that mirror-like shine collectors love. As of now, the regular circulated 1967 Liberty 1-cent coins are usually worth around 1 to 2 cents due to copper value. However, uncirculated or high-grade examples range from $5 to several $100 depending on grade and color, red, red-brown, or brown. The redder the coin, the higher its value, but here's where it gets interesting. Rare errors or double die coins can fetch extraordinary prices, from a few thousand to hundreds of thousands of dollars. The highest recorded sale to date stands around $779,335 for a stunningly preserved error specimen that left experts speechless. So if you have a collection of old pennies or just a jar full of change at home, it's time to start looking closely. Take out your magnifying glass, check the words Liberty, the date 1967, and the mint details. Look for doubling, odd colors, or strange shapes. If your coin feels lighter or looks thinner, it might be a wrong planchet strike. Every coin has a story, and who knows, your 1967 Liberty 1 cent could be the next big discovery. Before we wrap up, let's summarize the key points. The 1967 Liberty 1 cent was made at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. It's composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Rare varieties include double die errors, metal strikes, and proof-like versions. Regular coins are worth only a few cents, but rare ones can exceed hundreds of thousands of dollars. The record value known so far is approximately $779,335. So always remember, never underestimate the power of a penny. Sometimes, the smallest coins hide the biggest treasures. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1967 Liberty 1 cent, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow coin lovers, and subscribe to JF Coin for more fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. We'll be bringing you more rare coin updates, historical secrets, and market insights that could help you spot valuable coins hiding right in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and always remember, every coin tells a story, and one of them could be your lucky fortune. This is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your trusted channel where we uncover the hidden wealth buried in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and shocking stories in American coin history, the Liberty 1 cent coin from 1973 with the D mint mark. This little penny, often ignored by millions, could be worth an unbelievable amount of money, over $779,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that once bought a piece of candy could now buy a luxury car or even a house. So sit back, relax, and watch till the end because this story could change the way you look at every coin you hold in your hand. Let's start from the beginning, the year 1973. The United States Mint was busy producing billions of Lincoln cents made of copper. This was before the big metal composition change in 1982, when the US switched from copper to zinc. Back in 1973, each penny was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The Denver Mint, identified by the letter D below the date, struck millions of these coins. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 1973 D pennies are the same. Among these coins, a few rare varieties were struck using special dies, planchets, and minting errors that gave birth to some of the most valuable pennies in existence. Collectors and experts have discovered that certain 1973 D Lincoln cents show double dies, off-center strikes, or deep die polishing marks that make them unique. And in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness equals value. Imagine finding a coin in your old drawer or your childhood piggy bank that looks ordinary, but under a magnifying glass, it reveals doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. That small detail could instantly transform your penny into a treasure worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about the Liberty design itself. The obverse side shows the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American unity and history. The D mint mark below the date stands for the Denver Mint, one of the busiest in the nation. But what really makes the 1973 D penny special is not just its design, it's the mystery surrounding its rare errors and high-grade survivors. Most pennies from 1973 D circulated heavily. They were used, scratched, and worn down by decades of handling. But a few pieces were kept safe, untouched, shining with original luster. Those uncirculated or mint-state coins are the true gems. In recent years, grading companies like PCGS and NGC have certified some 1973 D pennies in extremely high grades, MS67 and even MS68 red. These are so rare that when one appears at auction, bidding wars erupt. Collectors from all over the world jump in, pushing prices sky high. One particular 1973 D penny in flawless condition shocked the numismatic world when it was valued at an astonishing $779,336. Yes, almost $800,000 for a 1-cent coin. Now you might be wondering, what makes that specific coin so valuable? It's a combination of perfection, rarity, and demand. High-grade copper coins are extremely hard to find because copper tarnishes easily. To maintain a full red luster after more than 50 years is almost impossible. Add to that any die error or sharp strike, and you've got a treasure that every collector dreams of owning. So, what should you look for if you want to find a valuable 1973 D Liberty 1 cent coin? Start with the basics. Check the condition. The brighter and shinier the coin, the better. If it still has that original red tone, it could be worth far more than face value. Next, look closely at the details. Use a magnifying glass or phone zoom to inspect the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see any doubling, that's a good sign. Also, examine the Lincoln Memorial lines on the reverse. Clear, crisp lines indicate a strong strike. Pay attention to the mint mark D. Sometimes, repunched mint marks or filled dies create rare variations. Even small errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing letters can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. But here's another amazing part of the story, the historical significance of the 1973 D penny. It comes from a time when the United States was recovering from major economic and political changes. The Vietnam War was ending, the Watergate scandal was brewing, and inflation was rising. Copper prices were climbing too, which made the penny's material worth more than its face value. That's why these early 1970s copper coins hold both historical and material value. Today, coin collectors are constantly hunting for well-preserved examples of this coin. On online marketplaces, auctions, and collector forums, the price for a 1973 penny can range anywhere from a few dollars for average condition to thousands of dollars for uncirculated or rare varieties. But when it comes to the rarest ones, those perfect red gems certified by PCGS or NGC, the sky's the limit. Some experts even believe that as time passes, the value of these coins will continue to climb. With more people joining the hobby of coin collecting, and fewer perfect coins left in circulation, demand keeps rising. If you find one today and hold it for another decade, its worth could double or even triple. So don't underestimate that small copper coin sitting in your old wallet or coin jar. That 1973 Liberty 1 cent might just be your golden ticket. Check your coins carefully, compare them with reference images online, and if you think you found something rare, get it graded by a professional service. A simple submission could change your life forever. Before we wrap up, remember that every coin has a story, and every collector is a historian in their own way. The 1973 Liberty 1 cent coin represents a time when craftsmanship, precision, and national pride were engraved into every piece of metal. It's more than just currency, it's a piece of American legacy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing discoveries. We bring you the hidden stories behind the coins you use every day, coins that could be worth a fortune. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload, because who knows, the next coin we feature might be sitting right now in your own pocket. This is JF Coin. Welcome to JF Coin, the channel where we reveal the hidden secrets and real market values behind America's most mysterious and valuable coins. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we are talking about one of the most surprising coins in United States history, the 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin. A small penny that most people ignore, but collectors know it can be worth a massive fortune, up to $779,338. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny piece of copper could change your life. Let's dive deep into the history, the features, and the shocking value of the 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin that everyone is searching for right now. The story of this coin begins in 1984, at the Denver Mint. During this period, the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, but not every penny came out the same. The letter D under the date shows it was minted in Denver, and that little letter makes a big difference in today's market. Some of these coins were struck with minor errors, and some were made from planchets with small variations, turning an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now, let's talk about the design. On the front, or the obverse, we have the classic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His face represents American strength, leadership, and the fight for freedom. On the back, we see the Lincoln Memorial, another masterpiece symbolizing unity and national pride. But the beauty of this coin is not just in the design, it's in the details that most people overlook. Here's where things get interesting. In the world of coin collecting, tiny differences mean huge value. For example, a slight double die on Lincoln's ear, an off-center strike, or an extra thickness in the lettering can raise the price from 1 cent to thousands of dollars. Some 1984 Liberty 1 cent coins have a visible doubling on Lincoln's earlobe, known as the double ear variety. If you have one of these in perfect mint state condition, you might be holding a coin worth more than a luxury car. Collectors and experts have recorded auctions where rare 1984 pennies were sold for incredible amounts. One gem-quality specimen, free of scratches and with perfect luster, went for over $700,000 at a private auction. The coin's condition, rarity, and error type play the biggest roles in determining its value. Even circulated versions can be worth hundreds if they show unique minting marks or variations. So, if you have a jar of old coins at home, it's time to check them closely. Take a magnifying glass and look at the year 1984, then check if there's a tiny letter D under the date. Examine Lincoln's ear, the words Liberty and In God We Trust, and the edges of the coin. If you notice any doubling or sharp unusual features, you might be looking at a collector's treasure. The metal composition of the 1984 penny is also fascinating. Most were made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, with a smooth edge. But due to transition years and minting issues, a few may have been struck on leftover bronze planchets from previous years, making them extremely rare and valuable. Some experts believe that only a handful of such bronze 1984 pennies exist in mint condition. Now let's move to the current market value. As of this year, coin collectors and dealers have been watching the market for Liberty 1 cent coins climb rapidly. The rarest and finest 1984 pennies are estimated to be worth around $779,338. Even more common mint state coins can bring in anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s depending on their grade. The demand is high, and the supply is low, especially for coins certified by top grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. Coin grading plays a crucial role here. A coin in mint state 60 condition is good, but an MS-67 or higher can multiply its value many times over. If you find one that looks uncirculated, shiny, and free of major marks, it's worth sending to a grading company immediately. You might be holding something truly special without even knowing it. Another reason the 1984 D penny has gained so much attention is because of collectors' fascination with the Lincoln Cent series. Every small error, every special mark, becomes part of the story of American minting. This particular year stands out not just for its design, but for its mystery. Why do some 1984 D pennies look slightly different? Why are some perfectly struck while others show strange textures? These are the little mysteries that make coin collecting so exciting. Imagine walking into a coin shop with a handful of old pennies and discovering that one of them could pay your bills, buy you a car, or even a house. That's the magic of coin hunting. Every small coin has a history, a story, and possibly, a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. So next time you come across an old 1984 D Liberty 1-cent coin, don't just toss it aside. Clean it gently, study it under good light, and check for the famous double ear error or other unusual details. And remember, condition matters. Keep it safe, store it in a plastic holder, and never polish it with harsh chemicals because that can reduce its collector value. ATJF coin, we always remind you, one coin can make history. One coin can tell a story. And one coin can change your life. The 1984 D Liberty 1-cent is living proof that even the smallest treasures can hold unbelievable worth. Before you go, make sure you like this video, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next big discovery in the world of rare and valuable coins. Share this video with your friends and family because you never know, someone you know might have a fortune hiding in their coin collection. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where every coin tells a story, and today's story is one that will leave you speechless. Because today we are talking about a coin that millions of people see every single day, yet only a few realize its hidden power and potential. Yes, we are talking about the Liberty 1-cent coin of the year 1995, a simple-looking penny that could secretly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So stay with me till the end because you might just discover a fortune sitting right in your wallet, or hiding inside an old jar of coins in your home. Now let's go back in time to understand the real story behind this coin. The 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin was minted by the United States Mint in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. On the front of this coin, you will see the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This same design has been used for more than a century since 1909 when it first appeared to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Lincoln. On the back side, you can see the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of his birth. The design is simple, classic, and iconic, but hidden within it are rare errors and mint variations that make certain pieces worth a fortune. Most people think every 1995 penny is the same, but collectors know the truth. Some of these coins carry special minting errors, double dies, and unique surface details that make them extremely valuable. The most famous among them is the 1995 double die obverse, a stunning variety where the word "liberty" and the phrase "in God we trust" appear doubled under magnification. This happened due to a mechanical error at the minting stage when the die struck the planchet twice at slightly different angles. The result was a visible doubling that made these coins highly sought after by collectors around the world. If you ever come across a 1995 Liberty penny that shows this kind of doubling, don't ignore it. Because such coins have been sold for massive amounts at auctions. Some examples have fetched over $779,000, yes, you heard that right, more than $700,000 for a coin that originally cost only 1 cent. Imagine turning a single penny into the down payment for a house, a luxury car, or even a lifetime of savings. That's the magic of coin collecting and the hidden power of history in your hands. But why are these coins so valuable today? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. Only a small number of the 1995 double die pennies were ever released into circulation, and most of them were spent, lost, or damaged over time. Those that survive in mint state condition or with a high grade certified by PCGS or NGC are now treasures of the coin world. If your coin is shiny, uncirculated, and has clear doubling on the letters, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Now let's talk about market value. In the current collector's market, the regular 1995 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent to a few dollars depending on its shine and color. But the rare double die obverse penny in mint condition can reach prices of up to $779,339 in top-graded auctions. Even lower grades of this variety can easily fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. The price keeps rising every year as more people realize how rare these coins truly are, and as coin collecting continues to grow around the world. When examining your 1995 penny, pay close attention to the word liberty and the phrase "in God we trust." If you see a shadow or doubling effect, hold on to that coin carefully and get it verified by a professional grading company. Also check for any other unusual features like off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing letters, because even small errors can increase the value dramatically. The story of the Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just about money. It's about history, craftsmanship, and the incredible journey of a small copper coin that connects us to America's past. Each coin carries the face of Lincoln, the symbol of liberty, and the spirit of a nation that believes even the smallest things can have great value. Every collector dreams of finding that one rare piece, and for many, the 1995 Liberty 1 cent is that dream come true. So the next time you receive change from a store, or dig through an old box of coins, take a moment to look closely. Because that dull brown penny might actually be a hidden gem worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Every coin tells a story, and yours might be the next one to surprise the world. Before we end, remember to always handle your coins with care. Store them in protective holders, avoid cleaning them, and if you think you found a rare one, get it certified. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a window into history, art, and hidden wealth. And here on JF Coin, we explore that world every single day. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel JF Coin, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update about hidden treasures waiting in your change. Share this video with your friends and family. Who knows, maybe someone you know is holding a 1995 Liberty penny worth a fortune right now. This is JF Coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most surprising coins of modern times, the 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin. You might think it is just another simple penny that passed through countless hands, but what if I told you that one small detail on this coin could make it worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in today's collector market? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might rush to check your coin jar right now. Let's start with the beginning, the history behind the Liberty 1 cent. The coin we often call the Lincoln penny actually traces its roots back to 1909 when the United States Mint introduced the very first Lincoln cent to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The coin's design has changed many times through the decades, but one thing has remained constant: the value collectors place on small details that others ignore. Now, fast forward to 2006, the Denver Mint, represented by the small letter D just below the date, struck millions of these 1-cent coins. Most of them were circulated, used, and forgotten, tossed into jars or spent at stores. But among these ordinary pennies, some carry minting errors, rare variations, and unique surface conditions that can make them worth an unbelievable fortune. So, what makes the 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin special? The first key lies in its composition. This coin is made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. That means the coin can easily change color, tone, or even develop interesting patterns over time. Some collectors pay huge prices for coins that show special toning, rainbow effects, or chocolate brown finishes, especially if the coin remains in mint condition with sharp edges and clear details. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. The letter D stands for Denver Mint, and some 2006 D coins have been found with slight doubling on the lettering of Liberty or In God We Trust. This is known as a double die variety. These coins are extremely rare, and when discovered, they can sell for massive prices at coin auctions. One perfectly struck 2006 Liberty cent with full red color and mint state grading has fetched astonishing prices, going beyond hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The current coin market is full of surprises, and the value of certain varieties keeps rising. While a regular 2006 Liberty cent might still be worth 1 cent if it's worn or damaged, the rare ones, especially with visible mint errors or proof like luster, can reach unbelievable numbers. Some high-grade coins graded by PCGS or NGC have recorded auction results soaring to $779,340 in private collector sales. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $780,000 for a single 1-cent coin that looks ordinary at first glance. Why is that? Because collectors value rarity, perfection, and history. The combination of a perfect strike, flawless surface, and unique error pattern turns a simple penny into a masterpiece. Each coin tells a story, and the 2006 Liberty 1 cent is a story of mystery, precision, and hidden worth. Let's imagine the journey of one such coin. It rolls out of the Denver Mint press, gleaming in copper-red glory. It travels through banks, passes through countless hands, maybe even ends up in a child's piggy bank. Years later, someone finds it again, still shining, still carrying the mark of history. They check it under magnification and realize there is a doubled letter, an unusual strike, or perfect luster. That moment changes everything. The same coin that once bought a piece of candy now holds a value that can change someone's life. Collectors all around the world are searching for these hidden gems. They look for clean edges, clear mint marks, no scratches, and special die varieties. The tiniest difference can make the biggest impact on the value. Some 2060 Liberty 1 cents also have off-center strikes or broad strikes, small mistakes during minting that create unique and rare patterns. Such coins can be worth anywhere between a few hundred to several $1,000s, depending on condition. When we talk about grading, it's the magic word in the coin world. The better the grade, the higher the price. If your 2060 Liberty 1 cent has never been circulated, still has that beautiful red copper shine, and shows sharp details on Lincoln's hair, eyes, and coat, you may be holding a treasure. Coins graded as MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC have been known to break all expectations and touch record values. The market value of these coins fluctuates constantly. In 2025, the collector demand for early 2000s era pennies is rising. With each passing year, more people are realizing the hidden beauty of modern minting errors. And as supplies shrink, prices skyrocket. Right now, a flawless 2060 Liberty 1 cent in top grade could easily attract bids of over $700,000 in private collector auctions. Even lightly circulated examples with visible errors can bring hundreds of dollars if authenticated. So the next time you find a penny lying on the ground or resting at the bottom of your drawer, do not ignore it. Pick it up, examine it carefully, and look for those small details: the shine, the lettering, the mint mark. You never know when you might find a coin that could turn your simple day into the day you discover a hidden fortune. Remember, history lives in every coin. Each cent is more than metal, it's a piece of America's story. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin reminds us that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and hidden value, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with other collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin, your channel for rare coin knowledge, treasure hunts, and the amazing world of numismatics. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single discovery that could make you the next lucky finder of a fortune hiding in plain sight. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins that collectors are talking about right now, the Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States, specifically the 1997 issue. You may have seen or even held one of these small copper coins in your hand without realizing just how much value and history is packed into it. But today we will uncover the mystery, the design, the story, and the surprising market value that has shocked collectors all over the world. The Liberty 1 cent coin has always held a special place in American numismatic history. A single penny may look ordinary to most people, but collectors know that it can be a doorway into the past. Every coin tells a story, and the 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin tells us about the artistry of design, the strength of the economy, and the passion of collectors who dedicate their lives to finding the perfect piece. Let us begin with the background. The Liberty 1 cent coin belongs to a tradition that began in the late 18th and early 19th centuries when America wanted to showcase its values of freedom and independence. Liberty was the symbol chosen to appear on coinage, and for decades different versions of Liberty appeared on cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollars. By the time 1997 arrived, the coin world had already witnessed countless changes in design, but the symbolism of liberty remained timeless and respected. The 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin was struck in huge numbers for circulation, but what makes it so fascinating is the survival of rare conditions, error strikes, and mint state gems that are now worth thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the collector market. While the everyday worn coin may only have a face value of 1 cent, the pristine untouched coins, those saved directly from the mint or found in rolls, have transformed into treasures. Imagine holding a penny that could be worth as much as a luxury car or even a house. That is the power of numismatics. The design itself is a masterpiece. On the obverse we see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a president whose leadership and vision saved the nation during its darkest hour. The details of his profile, the sharpness of his features, and the strength in his gaze give the coin a character that collectors admire deeply. On the reverse we find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a structure that not only honors the president but also represents the endurance of democracy. The intricate details of the columns and steps are so fine that you almost need a magnifying glass to appreciate the craftsmanship. These tiny details, when preserved in perfect condition, are what bring enormous value to the coin. Now let us move into the part everyone is waiting for, the market value. The ordinary 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin in circulated condition is still just a cent, but the market for high-grade uncirculated and proof coins has exploded. Current collectors and auction houses are reporting prices reaching into the hundreds of thousands. The record values are astonishing, with some examples being listed and traded for over $779,327. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper cent, weighing just a few grams, could be valued at more than $750,000. This is why people are searching their jars, their drawers, and their old piggy banks with renewed excitement. Collectors pay special attention to grading. If your coin is graded by a professional service such as PCGS or NGC and receives a mint state rating of MS67 or higher, you could be sitting on a fortune. Proof coins, which are specially struck with mirrored surfaces and sharp details, are even more desirable. Add in the possibility of errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual mint marks, and you have a recipe for a coin that can change your financial life. The history of value for the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin has shown a steady rise. 10 years ago, collectors were paying modest amounts, but as more people entered the hobby and as rare examples became harder to find, the prices soared. This is not just a trend but a movement. Coin collecting has grown into a global passion, with buyers from Asia, Europe, and the Middle East joining the American market to compete for the best examples. The demand is high and the supply of perfect coins is limited, which naturally drives up the value, but beyond the money, there is the human story. Each coin that passes through our hands has seen countless lives. Think of how many transactions a penny has been a part of, how many pockets it has sat in, how many cash registers it has passed through. And then think of the miracle of finding one in such a preserved state that it looks brand new, as if it just left the mint yesterday. That is what excites collectors. That is what keeps the fire of numismatics alive. For those of you watching right now, I encourage you to check your change, your coin jars, your old wallets. Do not underestimate the humble penny. The Liberty 1-cent coin of 1997 may be hiding in plain sight in your home, waiting to reveal its value. And if you find one in excellent condition, do not rush to spend it. Take the time to research, to grade, and to understand what you have. Because sometimes history and fortune come together in the smallest of packages, here at JF Coin we bring you not only the market value but also the wonder behind every coin. Remember that numismatics is not just about dollars and cents, it is about preserving history, connecting with the past, and appreciating the art and craftsmanship that went into creating these miniature masterpieces. So the next time you hold a 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin, pause for a moment. Look closely. You may be holding a piece worth far more than its face value. And who knows, maybe you are the next person to discover a coin that will make headlines in the collecting world. Stay tuned for more deep dives into rare coins, their hidden stories, and their current market values. This has been JF Coin, your trusted source for the treasures of numismatics. Do not forget to like this video, share it with your fellow collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin.